All right, MMA Maniacs, it's time once again for your weekly MMA podcast called Split Decision, brought to you from the Blueball Family Inc. studios. Bueller, Dodge, and Dennis ready to break you off some MMA knowledge, and of course, look forward to the fights happening this weekend. Very few and far between, as well as the fights happening last week. We have the Bellator to go over. UFC 212 is not happening until June 4th, you said? June 3rd. But we do have Ultimate Fight Night happening this weekend on Fox. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that. I don't know if it's on Fox. Fox Sports 1.
Go over to Shara going up against
Fox Sports 1.
Alexander Gustafsson. That's happening on Fox Sports 1. So we'll get to that as we progress throughout the podcast. We are pre-recording, by the way, on a Thursday, just so you know. This is not live. We still love you. We're just not here.
I'm in Monterey right now, if you're watching this on Friday.
I'm not. I'm actually at home with kids. Dennis?
I'll probably be just putting the show out.
Changing a diaper at the same time.
Yeah, as the first people on Facebook are watching this, I'll just be putting the show out.
It's entirely possible. As we get into our first fight of the day, John Wick versus the Equalizer. Dodge and I had this discussion on our Messenger app.
Yeah. Constantly do this about little things all the time.
So I watched John Wick and I watched the Equalizer this week, and I decided
back to back.
I did, yeah, actually
Nice.
back to back. And I'm kind of curious. Are you familiar with these movies?
Neither.
Yeah,
I'm not a big movie guy. You know me. Sports events.
But you should know both of these.
These are great movies.
Okay.
So
when my kid's like 7, I'll have time to.
you were
going to
be the deciding vote, though.
It's not going to help.
Okay,
you.
well, fine.
Well, I know who John Wick is, and I think he's a badass.
Okay.
There you go, done.
So Dodge picks John Wick. I pick the Equalizer. You can submit your votes online.
You ever see what that guy does with one bullet?
Yeah, I won't get into it, man. I was prepared to just bring everything to the table, but you haven't seen it, so there's no point.
And at first I was like, are you talking Equalizer, the TV show? I hope not.
No, God, no, man. Denzel Washington's Equalizer. But you can watch those. They both have, John Wick already has a sequel out. The Equalizer has one coming out next year.
Yeah, 18 is what I saw.
Yeah, that's what I saw too. So anyway, moving on from there to the real news from MyMMAnews.com. The Ultimate Fighter Season 26.
Tryouts.
It's going to be an all-female cast, and we have a list of the women who supposedly have tried out, confirmed by MMA Fighting as well as WMMA News.
All confirmed by MyMMAnews.com.
Is that what it is?
This is where we're getting it from.
I'm guessing that this is
get
double
a lot
blind
of our news.
Confirmation. Okay.
My MMA News. And so this is the 125-pound weight class, the one that they're going to do another tournament to determine a champion.
And some names of note.
Yeah. I mean, do you want to try to run through the list?
No, not at all.
We'll give last names. And okay, so we got Frosta, Handchop.
Well, we know Frosto.
Okay,
Yeah.
And then we know
Christine
Faria, I believe, is out of MMA Gold, maybe.
Lauren Murphy, I've heard of, yeah.
We obviously know Roxanne Modafferi.
Yep.
Rochelle Ostovich, I think.
Jessica Rose Clark, sounds familiar. Kelly Kobold. Okay. Kelly D'Angelo.
I know someone named Whitmire. I just don't know if it's Emily, but could be a distant cousin. I have no idea.
I think I've seen Heather Bassett fight.
Yeah. So check out.
Oh, that's Angela Bassett. She's in movies.
He doesn't watch movies, didn't you?
And I did have a neighbor who had a Bassett hound. So
check out My MMA News' Twitter. You can find this. Maybe we can post this on our Facebook later.
But a name that is noticeably missing from here.
Yeah.
Is Mackenzie Dern.
Mackenzie Dern, who allegedly this whole weight class was created for.
She's done really well in ADCC, Abu Dhabi, everything else, but she's not here for the 125, the Ultimate Fighter.
So I'm wondering about fighters that are currently in the UFC that have expressed interest in fighting the 125 weight class. I mean, you have girls like, obviously you have Beck Rawlings, and then you have who else is a big one? JoJo Calderwood. They both said they're ready for the 125-pound weight class. So they're going to determine a champion, rank these girls, and then the current girls that are there can fall into the rankings?
I think so. I don't see a reason for somebody like JoJo or Rose
to have to go through the show.
Over. Yeah, they already did it. Yeah, that'd be silly. But they can be there. They can be like they're like the measuring tape. Okay. Really.
See, and again, okay, so I went and looked at it. Can't be the weight thing because she's been trying to make 115. And her fights have been... So she's been missing 115.
Well, yeah.
So 125 should be...
Well, then maybe she's a sleeper. And she's
again, this is all
just
alleged.
Yeah,
it's all alleged.
She might be a sleeper. She might already have a contract.
We're not a credible source. We're not.
Moving on from there over to Jared Gordon got some food poisoning. Had to cancel his fight.
Yeah, so his debut...
Do you think he got some of that cheese from up north.
Was it Sargento?
Yeah, they would. No, the gas station. You ever heard of that?
Oh, the nacho.
gas station. Nacho
Nachos.
cheese?
Yeah, and now they're saying it might be biological warfare.
You're right. Well, why not?
I don't
I'm
know
thinking
if
bad
has
nachos is
anybody ever
biological
worked
warfare.
with,
Right.
Go
Anyway.
drop Botox into all the nachos. I mean, I'm not saying that's happening.
has anybody ever worked with that nacho cheese before?
Oh yeah,
You've been somewhere you had to get. You realize it's in a giant plastic bag.
yeah, yeah.
And
Or
all you do is
a can.
refill it.
Yeah,
You don't
ours, the one we worked at we had worked at a bar that had it. It was a giant plastic bag with a fucking nozzle on the end that you had to plug into the machine and then it would pump out. Like,
But you replaced the bags, right?
yeah, but
so
still,
what
like,
I read is that they didn't even have bags.
Maybe
it was
it's-
just a canister that you just dump more cheese into, and nobody ever cleaned it out.
Yeah, 'cause-
I read this allegedly.
Yeah. The one we got it in blocks, and then you like peeled a ripcord off of it, and you put the block in the
And
it
heater,
melted.
And a chute
and then-
popped out.
yeah, and then it went into a heater, and then it came out like that.
Just don't do that. Just don't buy that stuff.
don't buy plastic cheese.
I mean, if you want to, go ahead, but I'm just saying don't in general. And I'm a very unhealthy person, and I don't do that. But, you do what you want.
Ryzen Bantamweight Grand Prix has been announced. We've talked about that. Now they have some matchups for you. You got Koji Horiguchi going up against Hideo Takoro. Anthony Burchak going up against Takafumi Atsuka.
I'll take Atsuka for $100.
Yeah. Kiyata Ibayashi against Khaled Taha as well.
Ishibashi.
So those are 3 bouts announced. Also on the Grand Prix, outside of it, we have
That was for you, Eric.
some more. So again,
Oh,
shaping
wait,
up.
so is this poster official still?
As far as I know, it's still official.
It's the
like
one
it.
everybody's putting up whenever they put a story
Anytime,
for it.
yeah.
I like it. This is why we need a green screen so we can put this behind us, but we don't have that yet.
I think I want to see if it's on StubHub.
You can sponsor our green screen for
No, I'm just saying part of this pre-video is going to be
Quick math there. Good
a
job.
billion. 1 billion.
$1,000.
Payable to Joey Bueller.
I'm sure our budget's got the money for a big green cloth.
I mean, that's
I don't know who's got time to put the show through a green screen application.
well. The problem here is putting up the big green cloth and then superimposing all of this on
top of
the
it.
Big green
Oh, that'd be easy. You just take a picture of it. I know how green screen works.
I don't.
It's very time
Hey,
consuming.
didn't your wife want to know what color we should paint the studio? You should pick a green
Why
that
do you
would
even wanna
work
go
well
there?
with the software.
That's
and just
absolutely
paint
brilliant.
this wall green.
No, green is not on that palette over there.
That palette is the same as that.
I know. After I asked for change, she picked the same colors that are already in here.
Did you get to see this double knockout?
Yes.
This was a Muay Thai fight that happened.
Let me tell you, I was
on
slightly
Saturday.
let down by this. If you're looking for this Muay Thai fight, I was slightly let down because it was like, it turned into a struggle to see who could get up quicker. Really, it wasn't that much of a struggle to get up quicker.
One guy got up quicker.
Like, way quicker.
Yeah.
There was no question about it.
But he was still unable to come to and up before he was counted out.
So if you missed this was a Muay Thai fight.
Dorian Price, former UFC fighter, going up against Jonathan Lakat at the Max Muay Thai Stadium in Thailand. And basically, who do we have? We had Lakat throwing a right elbow, which hit Price down. Price at the same time landed a nice straight right, knocking Lakat down. Both
But
guys were out.
Dorian Price was already down as this clip starts, and he was taking a lot of shit during this fight. And then as they exchanged the punch and the elbow, Dorian goes down. This is a shorter clip. There's a longer clip where they're already pulling Dorian off the ropes, and this guy doesn't know what day it is. But they put him back in anyway, and they have another exchange, and then you get what you see here. But really, Dorian was having a hard time to begin with. And it's one of those things. He Pete Seldom.
Yep.
He really Pete Seldom because he was done. He was out. Honestly, from what I saw from this clip, anybody but Mazzagatti would have called this fight already against Dorian. But the ref,
But what about Mike England?
Yeah, I was saying, what about Mike England? Who's now waiting for guys to actually die?
Well, Mike England would have been eating nachos from the gas station, waiting to see what was happening.
Not the referee Mike England, just the Mike England we know.
He's a friend of ours.
Yeah.
The UFC has recently
He
signed
works at a gas station that sells nachos.
new heavyweight. This is Gokhan Saki. He is known as the Turkish Tyson. He
People are very excited about this.
fights in glory.
He's a heavyweight, apparently.
Yeah, a heavyweight. He is 83-12.
Can I just say, from the pictures I saw, he does not look like a heavyweight. How tall is this guy?
I don't know.
Doesn't matter. It's how much he weighs.
Well, thank you for that brilliant insight.
I have yet to see anybody miss height.
He's 4.
Could you imagine that?
No.
Fucking Cormier would have a whole new way to hold the towel. He's like, oh, I'm bringing the towel. I need to be taller, John.
He's 4'2",
He is 6 foot even, 228 pounds.
Oh, what's up? Right there.
You're
sitting next to him.
He's literally.
Yeah, I'd like to see you fight Mark Hunt.
Yeah. I'm just saying, I'm probably maybe 7% more body fat than that guy.
So I was kind of right. He's a light heavyweight. But he
Hey,
fights at
I'm
heavyweight.
right here.
You're a light heavyweight.
You're a light
Deal with it.
heavyweight, not a heavyweight.
We're friends. We're friends. It's all
He's
good.
giving you light heavyweight.
So he's a
fat,
light
I just
heavyweight
weigh a
fighting
lot.
at heavyweight. I'm not fat. I just not a player. I just crush a
He has a
lot.
win over Anderson Silva. Woo!
Nobody has a winner for Anderson Silva. It's impossible.
Back in 2012.
Hey,
When did Anderson
where were
Silva fight?
Is this the same Anderson Silva?
In glory. No.
What?
Anderson Silva, the kickboxer.
Oh, okay. There you go. Oh, there he is.
All right. You have to legally change your name at this point. You're now fucking Bob Silva.
He does have wins over Carter Williams, Tyrone Sprong. Who else does he got wins of? I know. Who was it? Ray
Who
Sefo.
was that? Vanderlei Richie?
Ray Sefo.
Who the fuck is that? He's got one hell of a record. People want to see him fight Mark Hunt. Mark Hunt, obviously a K1 champ. And with the win record that you just said,
Yeah.
why not?
Why not?
Why
Throw him
not
in there.
welcome him into the UFC with Mark Hunt?
That'd be great.
Mark Hunt is on the losing side of a record at this point anyway.
True. And then we recently talked about this, how
No hate. I love Mark Hunt. Just saying.
Cody Garbrandt is out of his fights with TJ Dillashaw that was supposed to be going down at UFC 213 July 8th. He had a back injury. He was being flown to Germany for stem cell
Yeah, we talked about this over the last couple of weeks.
implants.
Yeah, and I mean, as soon as Dana told us it was going to happen for sure, I knew it wasn't going to happen.
and you said you wanted some of those German steroids. It's stem cells. Now you know.
That's we talked about this last week. We know it's stem cells.
Where are you going to put them?
Huh?
Wherever.
I'm not broken right now, but I may need
wherever.
them. I may need them
I'm
later.
going to put them in
I'm
all
not
kinds
broken,
of
but I
things.
will use them in
Yeah.
various places.
various places.
Isn't that what Peyton Manning did? He went on a German vacation and came back and was able to keep playing football?
Allegedly. I just want a really large pinky toe.
I don't even know why you want to bring that guy up. He's got a huge law firm.
I thought you were going to say forehead.
It's a 5-head for correction.
Immediately, TJ Dillashaw went
Why
on
do you
the-
guys say that the one day I don't wear a hat? That's messed up, man. That's messed up.
TJ Dillashaw went on the offensive saying that he wanted to fight Demetrius Johnson. And so basically this is how this went down is he went online and said, who would you rather have Mighty Mouse fight? Me, himself being TJ Dillashaw, or Ray Borg, and put up a poll on Twitter. And of course, Ray Borg goes, yeah, of course fans are going to choose you. Look how much more established you are than me. And he says, oh, I got nothing but respect for you, though.
So did Borg just play the pretty girl, ugly girl card?
Yes.
You're a pretty girl. Everybody wants to see you fight.
But you're a cheerleader.
He also said, though, at the end of the day, I want to fight DJ. You turds wrote off Elliott in a heartbeat, and since he did so well, you guys are sold on him. I missed weight twice in my career. I'm young, and I'm trying to hold a proper lifestyle with dieting and hiring perfecting athletes as nutritionists. I've made weight. I would love to fight DJ. That's where he said he stands. Demetrius Johnson shot everything down and said, look, I haven't agreed to anything. I'm still waiting on my contract to fight Ray Borg, not TJ Dillashaw. Dana White came out and said, what we're going to try to do is make TJ make 115 pounds and go fight Demetrius Johnson
Which
at
Demetrius
flyweight.
Johnson, he doesn't want it. DJ doesn't want that because he's not.
He says respect the rankings.
Yeah.
Have TJ Dillashaw drop to 115, which he's never done before, and then have a couple fights in that weight class.
At least one.
At least one.
At least I agree with that.
And then come fight me.
Ray
Borg
He's
is
a
next in
former
line.
champion.
Ray Borg is
but
next in
he's
line.
not a current belt champion.
Because the current belt champion is getting German steroids injected in his butthole.
Stem cells
Allegedly.
I mean, semantics.
in his back.
No. Okay.
Semantics.
Okay. Okay, so
I agree with DJ on this. I do.
Okay,
Really?
Yeah.
yeah. So when other people use the whole "I'm hurt, I don't want to fight while I have the belt," you attack them. You did attack people while they were hurt, right? And I mean, you have to
Who's
think
hurt
there's-
here? Nobody's hurt here. I'm not talking
champion.
about
The champion.
I'm not talking about the champion. I'm
Garbrandt
talking
is not
about
fighting.
TJ.
No, but
I'm talking about TJ and DJ.
But the only reason that TJ is not fighting for a belt
Where's
is
BJ?
because the belt holder.
Bring in BJ. He
He's
can make
hurt.
the weight. He'll make the weight right now. He does it all the time.
And of course, Demetrius Johnson is saying, look, I'm not going to do a super fight with somebody who doesn't even hold a belt.
Well, I do understand that
You
because
agree with
it's
that.
not
Then he's
a
like
super fight.
Well,
Then
because
it's
then he's
not a
like
super fight.
Alvarez. Alvarez put his belt on the line.
Yep.
And there was nothing in it for him but money.
Yep.
I mean, that was
he lost.
horrible.
And he lost.
But
And
there
he
was
lost.
nothing in for him but money.
He was saying, he would have fought Garbrandt or he would have fought, obviously, Cruz if he had still held the belt at the time. Those are super fights that he wants. He's not going to fight somebody just in the next weight class. He's not Anderson Silva. He's not going to just move up and wait just to do it.
Can we do a fatal four-way with TJ, BJ, DJ, and Aljamain, AJ? Can we do that? Can we
I
make
can't
happen?
believe that we had somebody who wanted to bring this back to real fighting and a real standard of fighting, and you were fucking going to defend the money fight.
God damn it.
You're a whore.
All day. I will flip-flop every week.
What?
Got something on my hat.
Pretty soon it's going to say PFL.
It will.
If they get a logo
Pretty
and a hat.
fucking loser.
The most pretty fucking light guy.
So to save this card, UFC 213 will now be co-headlined by Yoel Romero versus Robert Whittaker for the interim middleweight champion.
As well as
Shep.
Nunes versus Shevchenko. Right?
Yes, but that was originally on
That
the
was
card.
already
anyway.
announced?
That was already on the card.
Oh, well, it was like a top post on Reddit, so I didn't know. I thought it was new.
And again,
Fuck you guys.
at this time,
Yeah, we'll see
all
what
cards
happens.
subject to change.
All cards subject to change.
Podcast subject to change by tomorrow. It'll be like some weird edit. You'll see. That's when we'll get a green screen. It'll be like, and somebody else.
At the time of this recording, we were full of shit.
We need cardboard cutouts
that go
of
on
all
all
three
the
of
time?
us. Just, seriously, cardboard cutouts, all three of us, and then we can edit in whatever fucking
Just
audio
Tommy
we
to hold
want.
the mouths.
Why even go that far?
The biggest news to go over this past week is that they had the UFC athlete retreat
In Las Vegas.
in Las Vegas
I didn't realize it was in Las Vegas.
at the new UFC complex.
Oh, okay. Because don't they
Huge
usually
complex.
they have this retreat like somewhere else, like in the
Yeah.
mountains or some shit, like in Colorado?
They've done sometime, some other place. So this was at the new. They got to show off that new building,
But it's never
The
been
new
at this
campus.
It's
Excuse
never
me,
been at this
campus.
magnitude or numbers, right?
Right. This was everybody was invited.
Right.
Not everybody attended. We had Nick Diaz and Nate Diaz saying "fuck this place."
And not everybody stayed either.
Not everybody stayed either.
I still didn't get the rap video that he posted.
It was Tupac.
I know, but it didn't really have anything to say about like
Was it hit him up?
No,
I was lost.
I'm just
First
gonna,
off, fuck your bitch and the click you claim. West Side when we ride, coming quick with game. You claim to be a player, but I fucked your wife. No, it wasn't that one. Okay.
Wasn't that one? No.
Okay.
So you got everyone, and
a
then
good one, though.
everyone was tweeting and Instagramming as it was going on, which is pretty cool. So you can kind of see some behind the
Oh, yeah.
scenes kind of thing. You had immediately Tyron Woodley jumping on Damian Maya's back, saying,
Which was beautiful.
I'm training."
This is one of those parties that starts off like jovial, everybody's having
Yeah.
a good time, and then like someone gets white girl wasted around 11 o'clock at night, and then
Hanging with the
everybody's fighting,
boys!
hanging with the boys.
Hang with the boys.
Someone gets thrown out back. The cops show up. Parents get home early. I mean, that's what happened here. Is that condoms and Advil?
No, that is deodorant. Deodorant. Wipes. Advil.
The morning after.
Yeah, they had all kinds of. This is from Brian Caraway.
I'm just saying, I got Advil right. I probably got condoms right. too.
Tylenol. Shout little wipies. And
Those
then
dinosaur teeth?
I'm sure they're bugles. Bunch of all kinds of free food. He's very excited about the jerky. So
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. If I was somewhere at a retreat and they had a free jerky, I
I'd
would
be fucking shoving
pumped.
my pockets full
Yeah.
of stuff. Like I could bring my bag in, right? It's all
You got-
free. It's all free.
You got one of those insulated jackets, don't you?
Yeah.
Like the big puff
The
ones.
big puffy ones.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make weight. You don't even have a fight book. I'm making weight.
I'm just picturing Aaron White with a bag. Did he steal like 36? What are those bratwurst at the beer fest?
Bro, I just want to say
He had pocket dogs, okay? It's like,
they were pocket dogs.
And just eat a
He
hot dog.
showed
Where'd
up
that
my
come
house
from? My
with
pocket.
so
You
many
want one?
bratwursts. We still had bratwurst. It was Saturday. We still had bratwurst on Tuesday. And also allegedly took him to the punk rock picnic with Offspring and a few other bands. And he came home with so much merch. But went there with no money. It was kind of amazing. I still have cups from that, actually. Bad Religion, Offspring, just the punk rock picnic cups. They're kind of nice.
So a lot of things coming out of this retreat
Aaron
that
White,
happened.
the merchandise lint roller.
Dude's legit. Take him to any concert with you, get free shit. Guaranteed. It might be a keychain, it might be a t-shirt. You never know.
You never know. There was a lot of things that were coming out of this thing. One of them, Cyborg was not happy with how they had, it was like the athlete retreat and had pictures of all the fighters.
Well, she just wasn't happy.
Well, yeah, we'll get to that.
Well,
here in a
especially
second.
after this.
We'll get to that. She's going through. I don't know if it's like a yearbook. It's just basically showing off all the fighters and who they are and all this kind of stuff. They don't have her picture.
They have her name.
They have her name. They don't have her picture. They have all these other random fighters.
Yeah, she sent a message. She's all, Sean Shelby, if you need a JPEG of me, I have a few.
Look, empty. Everybody else.
Well, be in a weight class they have, and maybe look. I don't hate Cyborg by any means, but be in a weight class.
No.
No.
And what you're saying is justifiable, but why put her name if you don't have her picture? And then invite her.
Because they were.
It's like a yearbook signing, and you're not in it.
I've been there, man. I've been there. You're bringing up
That's
a real
why
sore
I said
spot.
it was a salted knife I was jabbing.
They had.
I'm in my yearbook as Mike Hunt.
They had some keynote speakers. They had some representatives there from their sponsors. One of the representatives was Reebok. And then they also had Anheuser-Busch there. The Anheuser-Busch guy that was there apparently was drunk at 10:30 in the morning, showed up on stage with Budweiser in his hands. All the fighters were pretty much making fun of him.
I'm thinking it was Peter Griffith. And he was smashed.
All of them were tweeting
Peter,
about how,
just so you know, you don't have to be smashed.
the Budweiser guy, like how about you guys, that he was disrespectful, that he was wasted in the morning, all these different types of things. In fact, some of the things that were quoted in him saying were, "We want winners. We want you to be yourself. No, we don't want you to be yourself. Be Conor McGregor." He told,
who wasn't even there, right?
He wasn't there.
I can't. I'm trying to do it. I can't do it.
Said that
it's played out anyway. Do it, Connor. Was played out.
Said basically that we will give you a sponsorship if you're a winner and you're doing well. We're not going to give sponsorship to guys who get knocked out or are laying on the ground.
Well, I mean,
you could get a sponsorship and you would lose it if you lose.
So, drunk man's words, sober man's thoughts, and really, if you get knocked out and you're laying on the canvas, then don't go for Budweiser. Go for who makes sleeping bags. Can we do sleeping bags? Anybody?
Coleman.
There we go. Perfect. Done.
Done.
Who makes backpacks again?
Jansport.
Jansport for Maya. Coleman for anybody who gets knocked out.
UFC fighter Kaijin
Budweiser
Johnson
for everybody else.
actually stood up.
If you got money problems, Dependable Solutions can help you.
Dependable solutions for me.
Kaijin Johnson stood up and basically told
Kaiju?
The Reebok rep, he says, "I have a question for the Reebok guy. I want to know because I understand the deal was good for you. It did great things for the company. I understand the deal was great for the UFC because it shows they could get corporate sponsorship, which led to was one of the things them selling this high price tag. But for the fighters, you guys took 80% of my sponsorship dollars, and that's on the lower end, not the high end. A lot of guys higher up on the card got a lot more money taken from them, so it took food off of our plates. I want to know how you justify that and how you sleep at night."
As 6 guys dressed in pure black Reebok blacked out picked him up and carried him out of the venue.
For his next fight, Kaiju versus Jaeger in Pacific Rim 3.
So he
you know that movie.
he was escorted out. He then said, though, however, afterwards they added an impromptu session with the majority of the roster, allowing them to vent their grievances with the UFC and the system. In fact, Joe Lauzon actually tweeted on this saying we actually had a meaningful and something a decent. Let's see what he wrote right in here. Basically, meeting with Reebok that it ended up working out. So Kaijin says basically it ended up really positive. He said, we all got to sit down and talk. A lot of fighters started speaking up. Sarah McMahon had a bunch of solutions that she was proposing. Joe Lauzon was calling them out and asking for transparency and numbers of the deal so that we can believe what they're saying about money, all the money supposedly going to the fighters. There was a lot of things different proposed. It's, for the next 4 years, we're still involved with Reebok. Obviously, we don't think they're happy with us either because of all the media backlash that they're getting. So they're going to try to make this next 4 years as happy as possible.
This is a horrible marriage.
To hopefully re-sign a contract after these next 4 years.
I didn't realize.
No, do not sign a new contract with these people.
No, fuck all that. I was really.
Bring back the sponsors. Bring back the little everybody's banner.
Legitimately, I was hoping with the WME signing, I thought we only had like a year left of Reebok. Like it would fall apart.
Yeah, I thought they would buy him out.
4 years left.
So they're sticking to the original contract.
Sticking to the original contract.
That really fucking
4 years.
sucks.
So this is the fighters were actually stepping up and voicing their concerns. Reebok was actually listening. The UFC was actually listening. Basically because they want to make this 4 years as easy as possible. And for the UFC, they want to try to re-sign Reebok or somebody like them. So they got to make this work. Johnson
Nobody's
said
going to jump on that grenade.
Him and Leslie Smith are looking to forming a committee, not quite a union, but some sort of committee where fighters could communicate their concerns and work with them to find a middle ground. Johnson said he does
understand. Was that Kobe?
No. Kobe did mention unions.
Yes. Kobe said to band together, make a union, essentially.
Yeah.
Paraphrasing.
Yeah.
Without a doubt, paraphrasing.
Kobe Bryant did say that basically while working UFC fighters that unify and work between the athletes is essential. He said...
Unify.
Yeah, unify. So it's very interesting.
Yeah, unified. Unlike the new rules in MMA.
So it's going to be interesting to see where it goes. Hopefully they listened. I mean, I don't know what else to say about that.
I mean, it could all be blown.
A lot of the fighters were bored. I saw a lot of tweets of, I got to go back to fucking school tomorrow.
Ally Quinta.
Yeah.
Ally Quinta was the quintessential one being saying, I don't want to be here anymore. Fuck that. Give me a fight. Fuck you guys. I'm in the bar.
Yeah. There was a lot of fighters that were not happy.
F you, pay me, essentially is what he said.
Yeah.
Hey, look what we did with all the money we should have paid you guys. Does anybody else get that sense?
Here's
look what we did with all the money we didn't pay you guys.
Here's the quote from Kobe Bryant.
I can only imagine what it'd be like working for a company that's like bleeding money left and right, yet they set up like a huge, ridiculous event with brand new podiums and
Hey, Snoop Dogg was there, all right?
Yeah,
Snoop Dogg gave a free concert.
Dogg. They got podiums. They got laser engraved shit. They got new logos. They're inviting super guests they got to pay for and everything. And they just do the
They got a gym that they could all work off.
Yeah. I can only imagine what that would be like to work for that kind of company. It would suck.
Joey works for iHeart.
Kobe Bryant's quote was,
which he loves. He loves his job.
When you guys have this unity, when you guys are operating together on the same page together, it does not but simply fortify the sport and make it better. Not just be present, also for future generations coming in, so it's extremely important. Kobe Bryant was a keynote speaker. Basically, everyone was like, oh yeah, cool, unify. That's what Kobe said.
Yeah.
Hi, let's bring in a guy who made more money than everybody that's here.
In a season.
In a season.
In a season. Literally.
And then, of course, we had the most infamous incident that happened at the UFC Fighter Retreat.
What clusterfuck this was. Chris Cyborg decided to confront Angela Magana over tweets.
Yes, the tweet...
When did this happen?
The tweet that she's talking about...
I think it was like noon today.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Tweet,
right after lunch.
The tweet she's talking about is this one here that you guys can see. It's a picture of Cyborg with a kid, and then it's zoomed in on Cyborg's face, and then it's a picture of Billy the puppet from Saw.
That's pretty fucked up.
And she said, "Who wore it better?"
I'm not condoning this, but that's pretty fucked up. I'm all for a good joke.
Cyborg, first of all, was upset because the picture of her with the child is where she was at a kids' cancer camp. And these were kids who have cancer, which her father just died of.
It has nothing to do with you, though. I'm going to shut up right now.
And so that's why she was upset. She was upset that she used that photo, apparently. And Magnus says, I had no clue, A, her dad died of cancer, B, that she was at a kid's cancer camp. I was just basically making fun of how she looks.
Well, take note.
I'm not on Megania's side on this one, but I mean, it doesn't look. Everybody finds something funny. Period. Doesn't matter what it is. Everybody's going to find it funny. It could be the most terrible thing in the world. Everybody, somebody, somewhere is going to find it funny, right?
Doesn't she look like Ronald McDonald with his makeup off?
I'm not going to say she doesn't. Like, I agree with that statement, and that's not Cyborg either.
No.
But what I'm saying is, because of where and when the picture was taken has nothing to do with the context of what Magania posted. So, in the spirit of comedy, tasteless as it may be, I'm gonna overrule that objection.
So anyway, Cyborg went up
Is
to
that possible?
Magna.
Can I do that?
The court has spoken.
Cyborg went up to her and said, "You don't have respect for nobody," and you
Or herself.
and told her
she don't even have respect for herself.
Well, first she said, "You have to respect me. You have to respect me. You don't have respect for anybody." Magna said, "I can talk about whoever the fuck I want." Cyborg immediately started saying, fuck you," and then hit Magna in the face, where then it was then sort of broken up.
I wish there would have been a clean shot.
Originally, when this came out, there was rumors that Magna was staggered. She was left staggered and kind of, hit. From the video I saw, she took it and then was just like, the fuck,
The
man?
video I saw,
I'm
the
calling the
punch happened
cops.
when the video was behind somebody else's face.
Yes.
The camera was behind somebody else's head. And so I don't know how good of a shot it was, but no, she didn't look staggered to me at all. She looked surprised in that picture that I just saw, like she draws on her own eyebrows and missed. But, whatever.
She says that...
She's got to have a funhouse mirror when she draws on her eyebrows.
She does.
It's like, 'cause the
of course,
one
everyone
was a good
started.
inch off.
Everyone started tweeting about it. You had awkward moment between Cyborg punches someone, then looks at you and
Needs a
says, "You
level.
want some too." Carla
Never hit
Esparza
people
tweeted,
eyebrow
"All
all
I'm
the
going to say
time.
is don't ever trash
Got a
talk
bubble right here.
Chris Cyborg because she will find you and make you regret it." Which then Angela, I don't regret shit. She's the one who has criminal charges and possible loss of her job.
And see, this is where I quit. This is where I'm off.
I was the
side.
victim of roid rage today. Hope it was worth your job. Sue Happy lawyers are hitting me up left and right. She said, "Let it be clear, I did not call the cops. The UFC did. I did decide to press charges.
We found out was a lie.
After speaking with them. I have my teeth." So yeah. Then again, she says, again, it just kind of keeps spiraling from there.
I mean, we could spend all day on this.
She basically said, "Look, she's going to be charged with a felony. I've got her lawyer. She's been, I didn't call the cops. The UFC did. The fine that I saw was $1,000 by the Las Vegas Police Department, up to possibly 6 months of jail."
Right.
Dana White only comment around the whole thing was, "We're looking into it. It is very serious. We're looking into it.
It is serious, but
We'll
it's
see
no
what
more
happens.
serious.
Apparently, there's a district attorney and the police that are handling it."
I don't think it's any more serious than the bullshit we've seen at other events with DC and Cormier, with the bottle throwing incident, stuff like that. And so, yes, should she face like a year suspension and a fine?
No.
I wouldn't object to that. Should she face felony charges, loss of job,
No.
and all this other shit? Absolutely not. Should you, for drawing on your eyebrows crooked? Maybe. I don't know. It's possible.
I don't even see a suspension. This wasn't an immediate,
I don't even see a suspension.
It
either.
wasn't even a
It was
media
a
event.
Misdemeanor. She was cited by the Las Vegas Police Department for misdemeanor battery.
Yeah, they were there on
Misdemeanor.
they're on personal time. It was a personal invitation.
Yep.
It,
Wait, but I
it
thought-
happened outside.
But I thought if you were a mixed martial
I'm surprised the
artist,
Cash Me Outside girl wasn't there.
I thought if you were a mixed martial artist, you had to like register your hands at the DMV.
No.
Felony 1, felony 2.
Catch me outside.
Magna reports that the diagnosed by the doctor is acute head injury, cervical strain, and laceration of the lip.
Okay.
What was the second one?
It says cervical strain.
I need an explanation. I don't understand that at all.
Right there.
Yeah. Need help there. Just a little bit.
Cervical, right? Injury.
Your neck?
Neck.
I don't just follow by lips. I have no idea. Moving on.
Basically,
No, we're not.
No, we're not. We have
We're
Cyborg went
We're gonna
online.
beat the death out of this one.
Cyborg went online, said she's been cyberbullied. It's no secret she's been the
We're
victim of
11 minutes
cyberbullying.
into this.
That even the president of her organization has cyberbullied her.
11.
Basically it's a really long statement that I don't even think she wrote, to be honest.
No, of course she didn't.
Somebody
write
wrote this for her, but that's great. I mean, that now they're saying that she may.
She may have dictated some of it, but you know what? I'm still on Cyborg's side on this one. talk shit, get hit.
Yep.
The fact, look, if Magani would have taken him and like, you know what, fuck it, let's go. You and I, you hit
She's
me.
now called her out and said, I will take her in a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu match with a gi.
With a gi.
Because weight classes make a difference.
Okay.
But how much?
Let it happen.
No, it's not.
Let it happen at International Fight Week when they have all those other things happen going on.
It's not going to happen. What's going to happen is Cyborg will show up, be like, yeah, she's got her gi on and everything, and Magani walks out with 2 cops and serves her a fucking warrant. Because I'm sorry, Magani's a fucking pussy because of all this.
Allegedly. Or your opinion.
I do know,
All right.
further on with the retreat, all the fighters are given plain, blank, white Reebok shoes and told to come up with their own design. They can have their own signature shoe.
I like this one.
These are from Smilin' Sam.
Just smile.
Just smile with a smiley face. My favorite though was what is his name? The Chinese. I think he's a Chinese guy or a Japanese. Yeah, the Japanese fighter that's in Team Alpha Male who always says he loves his bitches. You know who I'm talking about?
No.
Anyway, he just wrote on his shoes, "I love my bitches," and then a Japanese flag. It said, "I got to customize my own shoe today."
I like it.
I don't know if those will go into production, but it'd be awesome.
Can we customize our own shoes? Can we do that?
Sure.
Yeah, it would be an S and a D.
Reebok.
Reebok, send us shoes.
Send us white.
Send us white shoes. We'll send you back some shoes.
With an S and a D on it, apparently.
Big ass, big D. Anything else you take away from the fighter retreat? Do you look forward to next year's fighter retreat?
No. It's fucking clown shoes at this point, really.
But I mean, this is what big corporations do, man. They get all their fighters together, they get all their workers together, and they go do this little thing. I mean, maybe not yours. Sorry.
The WBA does not bring everybody together.
You know why? That's what the union does.
Here's what I want. Next year, can we do, this is what I want to see. Honest to God, I want to see this. Can we do some trust building exercises?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like Mean Girls where they just let her fall?
Yeah. Like, I went to
Nobody likes you.
I went to a retreat where they had trust building exercises, man. It was kind of crazy. You had to get
How many of those people still work with you?
None of them. So you had to climb
Build the trust and break it down.
Yeah, you had to climb like a telephone pole, right?
Yeah.
And you get up to the top, and then you had to wait for your partner, and they climb the telephone pole, right? And there's this thick fucking wire.
Zip line.
Dennis would know. It's like it's braided. It's like that thick, and it's braided. I don't know what kind of wire that is. You know?
Yeah.
It's a wire, and so it's like
it's called high tension wire.
It's a high tension wire between two telephone poles. And so what you got to do? I'm sorry, there's 2 of them. So they start they start real close together, and they get wider and wider and wider, right? And so what you got to do is you got to hold each other's wrists, and as you walk out, your feet are getting farther apart. So you got to push against each other, until eventually you get so far apart you either fall or you can actually make it to the end, right? I didn't do it. I failed. But what I'm saying is,
I still don't know how this thing is put together by your description.
I don't know either.
Look, they start together. And
Exactly.
As long as they push on each other, they make it.
That's exactly it.
But if Joey's your partner, you fell like as soon as you leaned on
We
each
never
other.
even made that far. Not at all.
Couldn't even get up the pole.
No, I got up to the top and I was like, nope, coming down. You get a new partner. But I want to see Demetrius Johnson and Cain Velasquez like this. Stefan Struve. And this is what I want to see at the next retreat.
He's just grabbing his ankles as he's going across. Stefan's just laying over the top of him.
That'll work. Let's do that. It's fine. Next year. Make it happen, UFC. So we got UFC Fight Night and Gustafsson going up against Teixeira.
Do you want to cover the events that happened first?
Sure. Bellator happened last week with Rory McDonald going up against Paul Semtex Daly.
We gave you these results live.
Right.
Yes.
If you were paying attention.
Right.
If you weren't, let's jump into what? Chet Conga or Kevin Ferguson?
We'll start with
Baby Slice.
Baby Slice.
Baby Slice up against DJ Griffin. He got a win with TKO strikes in the first round at 340. The next fight was Alex O'Hara up against Dan Edwards. This happened to end at 56 seconds of the second round with Alex Lahore winning. Then Chet Congo beats Augusto Sakai via split decision.
Yep, everybody had a drink.
Done. Linton Vassell up against Liam
The underdog. The big-time underdog.
Arm triangle choke in favor of Linton Vassell.
Yeah.
And then Rory Mack up against Paul Semtex Daly. Second round, 145. Rory McDonald made Paul look like he should not have been there.
Who got so mad
He tried to fight Michael Venom Page.
on his way out of the ring.
Ridiculous. Rory McDonald still, even with his busted ass nose, is he is the top 5 pound for pound fighter at that weight class.
And now because he got submitted, he wants a no ground clause when he fights
Semtex?
Venom Page?
Venom Page.
Yeah.
He wants to keep it
A no
stand-up.
takedown clause.
A no takedown clause.
Dumb.
He's all because I don't know how to defend them.
Seriously.
We saw that.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
They also had a fight at a NASCAR event.
I like that.
Yeah.
A whole
The Monster Energy Fight Series.
Yeah.
Hey, man, that's a NASCAR.
NASCAR.
All-Star.
Hey,
race.
did everybody punch just to the right?
Just constantly went in a circle this way.
Yeah, and when they ring the bell, they have to tear the glove off, put the glove back on, tape it back on.
Right hooks all day.
Yeah, it was all those guys from the city with one huge arm.
Just all the arm wrestlers.
Yeah.
Over the top, done.
Alan Bose over Chris Crawford. LaShawn Alcox over Mike Stevens. Jacob
Actually, Cindy Crawford's nephew.
LaShawn.
No, Chris Crawford.
Anyway,
Yes, LaShawn.
gonna make you jump. Chris Crawford gonna make you jump.
Jacob McClintock over Jeremy Holloway and Alan Crowder over Robert Neal. All again at a NASCAR race, which they could not have video footage of because it's owned by Fox. NASCAR is owned by Fox Sports, or at least the television rights, so they couldn't show video rights of what was going on.
Tell
at
me
the
at least
Speedway.
it was center track.
Yeah, it was in the middle of the
It was
track.
in the middle of the track.
Yeah.
Love it.
And I
That's
believe
why,
Monster was able to
That's-
stream it because it was their
Monster,
event.
yeah.
That's
Both
literally
parts were
all
for their
that
event.
matters, as long as it was center track.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then we had Invicta happen, and
Madafri with probably the most ruthless fight she's had in at least 4 or 5 fights.
yeah, she got the win with a lot of elbows.
Good for her. Third round, 1:37. She
Yep.
walks away with a W.
And then, of course, KGB, Andrea Lee over Liz Tracy as well.
And then 2 NorCal girls, Kelly Fagels, she got hers, and Cheyenne Rincon, who's also known as Yaya, she got hers. It was a good way to start
Eddie
the
Ann
fight.
Gomes, too, got her win.
Yep.
And then Agnieszka Nidwitz over Vanessa Portko.
Yes.
Who?
Yep.
Yeah.
So this weekend, again, you have Alexander Gustafsson going up against Glover Teixeira. This is happening on Fox Sports 1. What do you want to do here?
Yes.
I would start from the main card.
Just do the main card.
All right.
Yeah.
So
This is going down in Sweden, right?
Yeah,
This
so-
is the Swedish card. Yeah.
So it's
Stockholm,
not-
Sweden.
Yeah, it's gonna. I think it's gonna be Sunday morning for us.
So this
I
is-
think it's gonna be one of those we can
Really?
eat pancakes and watch it.
Oh, I like it.
Really?
I thought
I don't know.
I've been wrong more than one. I'm not a credible source.
So Jakob Manson is going up against Alex de Colson.
Everybody's going to have Swedish name. Got it.
Love it. Oliver Enkamp. Nordin Talib. Abdul Rezek Ansari.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Al Hassan?
Yeah, I'm going to stop
Al-Hassan.
right now. Abdul Rezek Al Hassan going up against Amari Akhmedov.
Yep.
And then Peter Sabata going up against Ben Saunders. Big Ben's still doing it, huh?
Yep.
Good for him. And then Volkan Ozmidir. I think I got it right. Whatever. Fuck off.
It's back to 0.
Roll it back. I like that. Thank you. Jesus. And then Misha Kirkinov going up against Volkan Ozmidir, which I just said. And then Alexander Gustafsson taking on Glover Teixeira.
Who you got in the main?
Gustafson.
That's rough, dude. Glover Teixeira by TKO.
You
Think
think so?
Gustafson.
Yeah.
Gustafson.
Second
by
round.
submission.
Glover.
He's in home state.
Yeah, I'm saying Gustafson by submission.
Upset Glover. Second round.
There you go.
That's what I'm doing. So big thanks for listening. We appreciate it. Again, this was pre-taped on Thursday. So whatever you're doing this weekend, enjoy. Cali Roots. Enjoy your Memorial Day. Obviously, big thanks to our troops for being out there. We do appreciate you and all of our fallen soldiers. And if you can find us online, SD_MMA on Twitter and Instagram, Split Decision MMA Podcast on Facebook, anywhere podcasts are broadcast, SplitDecisionMMA.com. And from the Rula Family Inc. Studios. Wait, before we get there, it's mymmanews.com. Good place to check out, as well as
Dependable Solutions. Innovate your business with Dependable Solutions.
please do so. From the Rula Family Inc. Studios, you were Dennis and Dodge saying have a good night. We'll see you at the fights.